Welcome back. This is the final video of the Hidden Job Market series. You can get yourself known by recruiters quicker by contacting them and making them aware of what a great prospect you are. Now, here are some simple steps that can help you do just that. What you want to do is you want to research. Recruiters are active in many different sectors. In the beginning, before you establish a great profile, you need to find them. Search for recruiters in your industry using the following resources. Use searchfirm.com. Google that right now, searchfirm.com. Take notes of that. And also LinkedIn. Use these two resources to find recruiters. Most recruiters you can find recruiters on both these websites. For each recruiter that you find, locate their LinkedIn profile. Again, you've got all the contact messages in the resource area. So what you want to do on LinkedIn, you want to request an introduction. You can get people to introduce you as well if you have people in common. If you have many contacts within your industry, the chances are good at least one of these people is connected to a recruiter. Recruiters are used to getting a lot of resumes and tend to tune them out. But if you're introduced by someone they know, they're more likely to pay attention to you. Send them your resume. Recruiters put resumes in a database and use them to search for prospects for new positions. So you need to get your full text resume into their database as soon as possible. I know that sounds obvious, but just do that. Now, most recruiters will send out job opportunities to most people on their lists through emails. It's called email marketing. So recruiters are now, they've built up a list of emails and they send out a job description to their list. Sometimes these opportunities may not be right for you. Now, instead of just ignoring them, take the time to recommend one of your contacts who would be a good match. Take one of the job descriptions. You have people in that industry. Recommend a few people that they can contact. That's one way of getting into their radar. Don't just ignore these messages. Take one or two of these messages, reply to them, say, hey, I've seen your emails. I can recommend you. I used to work with this person. Maybe contact them. I don't know what they're doing right now, but they certainly have the skill sets that you're looking for. Immediately you do that, you're in their radar. Now, there are certain advantages of doing this. Recruiters often do pay for cash reward for referral, so you might get a cash reward for that. Plus, you're gaining retention. They'll remember you for making that connection. So you want to stay in touch. If you're still on the market, send out your resume whenever you update it. Always update your resumes. Make a point of doing this every other month because you're always building up your skill set. Always update your resume. Now, what you want to do is beat the recruiters at their own game. You want to do what they do it as well, because that way you're proactive. You're looking for your own dream job in your own way. If you depend on the recruiters, you're at their mercy. You should consider them to be one part of the strategy, but you should also look for the hidden jobs directly yourself. Now, this means that you'll be competing with the recruiters. Top recruiters don't wait for companies to come to them. They discover when their services will be needed and contact companies before they even had the chance to advertise a job. So copying the same strategies of these recruiters, you can cut them out of the picture and find jobs that nobody else is competing for. The real hidden jobs are the ones that have not been advertised, circulated, or even announced inside the company. In fact, they may not even exist yet. There are jobs that companies are only just beginning to realize they will need to fill in within the next few months. And so if you can learn how to predict when these jobs will become available, you can approach the companies first and get their full attention. And here's how you can find out about these developments. You want to subscribe to magazines and journals. Subscribe to every business journal and trade magazine in your area and your industry. Again, it is a little effort. You'll reap the benefits much sooner than you think. Spend some time reading the news and people on the move sections to find out about positions and what will become available. Learn to read between the lines. When someone gets a new job, it means two things. Their old job is now available. Their new employer is recruiting. So you need to look out for such things. Use Google News to track all the important changes in your industry and the top executives. Look for news items and press releases that tell you about important changes which will reveal job vacancies. Look for signs like companies moving. sales increasing, companies expanding their distribution facilities. Anything which indicates growth or expansion is a good sign that jobs will become available. And when their top executive gets favorable mentions, you can use this as an ammunition when you contact them. Just drop in a compliment about how you liked their statement. They'll be warm to that. They'll appreciate that. What you want to do is build contacts within the top companies. This will be able to give you an early warning about any changes that will create a job opening. You should be contacting current and past employees. Keep in touch with them. You need to contact consultants within that industry. You can contact the vendors providing the materials and the services. Sometimes you even want to contact the customers, business partners. Sometimes look at their direct competitors. This is the proactive side of things. This is the real research. This is the taking of action. All these things don't happen at once, but if you're looking for that dream job, this is how to go into the hidden part. This is how to get the contacts. You're becoming the salesperson. But if you make a list, if you focused, you'll be finding the hidden treasures. So my final words. I've mentioned networking briefly when I spoke about ways to discover when a position is about to become available before it has been announced. Some people put too much emphasis on the networking side. They naively hope that it will result in jobs and recommendations dropping into their lap. Networking is definitely a useful skill and should spend some time networking, but you really want to proactively take action. The most important thing is to take that action, and then you'll find the hidden treasures. So in summary, I've given you plenty of information that will get you started. The best ideas in the world will do nothing for you if you don't take the action. So stop just reading and listening and start taking action. Don't get overwhelmed. Start to put some of these strategies in place. Take one step at a time. You've learnt a lot about the hidden job market. Now for a little task. Answer the following questions from the topic. This will ensure some of your understanding. Who are the people you should be targeting when applying for a job? When there's movement in a company, how can you find out about them? What tools can you use to track all the important companies? If you're not sure about a topic, just go back, revisit the video, check the reports in the resource area where we go deeper into the topic. So I'll see you in the next video.